Guys, I'm Greg Denny, and that's my macaw screeching in the background. I just wanted to share some thoughts. I've gotten some emails from you recently, some comments, a few conversations I've had with a few of you that I'm mentoring. You know, life can be really tough, and I just wanted to acknowledge that. I wanted to let you know that I know it can be hard to stay in shape. And if you're out of shape, man, it can be really hard to get back in shape. It can be hard to stay positive. It's hard sometimes to be happy. It's so easy to just kind of get in a rut and get in a slump. And it's so, it requires effort to have a good posture. And it's so easy just to slump over and take that slumped over attitude. I mean, so many of us are just walking through with our heads down. It can be hard. I understand that. It's hard to keep going when there's trials and challenges and obstacles. Growth is uncomfortable. There's strain, there's struggle, there's hurt, trying to get up to those goals. But here's one thing I don't want us to ever do. Okay? Here's a dangerous temptation. From somewhere out in the universe comes sneaking into our head this idea of, well, it's hard for me. I'm the exception. Those other people, they're lucky. They're just that way. They've got this gift or they've got that gift, but not me. You don't understand where I'm coming from. No, you don't know what it's like. It's hard for me. And we want to be the temptation there is we want to be the exception. We want to throw this little pity party and say, well, you don't understand. I can't do it because of, and we come up with these excuses and this justification, this rationalization. That's a very dangerous place to be in. And I don't want any of you ever to go there. I'm like this always. I'm always happy. I'm always smiling. I'm always optimistic. I don't have an on air personality and an off air personality. I don't put on a smile for the camera. What you see is what you get. I'm jovial. I'm happy. I love life. I have tons of energy. I got enough energy for 10 guys. And I live like this. I'm like this all the time. People who know me and have been around me, they know. I wake up excited. I'm excited. I'm going. This is how I live. But I wasn't born like this. It didn't come naturally for me. I earned it. And it was hard. You see, I know about hard things. You wouldn't believe me because of who I've become, but I was shy. I was reclusive. I grew up in a broken home. You know my story. I was out on my own at an early age. Tough years, hard times. I struggled. I couldn't talk to people. I didn't want to talk to people. I was terrified. If you told me I'd been in front of this camera, yeah, right, you're out of your mind. I'm never getting in front of a camera. I'm not talking to a crowd. I couldn't speak, especially to girls, and just went around in hurt, and I was depressed, and I was desperate, and I was angry at the world, and I struggled, and my world was dark and gloomy, right? I know, I know how hard it is. I know it hurts, and so I earned it. I had to make it happen. I had to change my personality, but that's the great news. You and I, we have the power to shape our character and our personality to who we want to become. And I'm happy like this all the time. Not that it was easy for me, not that it came naturally, but that I earned it. And like Emerson taught, the more we persist in doing something, the easier it becomes for us. Not that the nature of the thing changes, but that our power to do is increased. And then we have that ability to do whatever we want. Right? I wake up happy. I'm excited about life. Trials come along and I say, bring it on. Right? You don't let those obstacles get in your way, and the world gets dark and dreary and filthy, and I don't get pessimistic. I'm an optimist, but I've earned it. I want you to know I know it's hard. I've been there, right? I push myself. I pay a price to stay in great fitness and great health. right? To keep a smile on your face all the time. This isn't fake. This isn't phony. It's not an act. I don't have to come on, put on a show for your kids. That is who I am. But I've earned it. I've paid the price to gain the qualities that I want in my life. And I keep paying the price so I can maintain those qualities and have an excellent standard of living that I want to have and to become the kind of person I want to become. So, how do you do it? Well, in my case, with God's help, with a lot of great books and some really tough, uncomfortable, and intense experiences, I was able to shape my life. I'm still doing it today because I want to be better. I'm not at my very best yet. I know I still have more to reach my potential, and I'm going for it with zeal and excitement, and I'm paying a price. I'm doing what it takes. I know it's hard to get up early in the morning, but I do it anyways. It's not natural for me. It's not something oh woohoo, yay, I can wake up. No, I decide. It's hard. Yeah, my head wants to stay on my pillow. So no, there's a better life, and I get up and I decide to be excited about it, and I decide to be optimistic about it. And when an obstacle comes or a challenge, I decide to face it head on and say, I'm ready for a challenge. Bring on the challenge because I'm going to grow and I'm going to come out of this better, right? So you can shape your life just like you can shape your muscles in your body. You can shape your character. You can shape your mental habits, right? Your endophagia. You can shape your reading habits, your morning routine. That's all in your power. And very often where the pain is, that's where the power is. If you're hurting somewhere in your life, you can resolve, you can decide to instead of making an excuse of, well, you don't understand, it's hard for me. I personally, I do understand. And it was hard for me too. But you can do it. That's what I want to tell you. If I can do it, you can totally do it. Right? You have that power, you have that potential. But just decide. Yeah, it is hard. It is tough. But I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to go after it because I want more. I deserve more. I can gain more. I can earn more. I can have more. Right? You can have and become whatever you want to become. The choice is yours. It's not going to be easy, but man, is it worth it. And it gets easier as you persist in being consistent and doing the things you want to do, in thinking the thoughts you want to think, in gaining the habits that you want to drive your life, right? Those habits can either be, you can be a slave to them, or they can be your best friend and most empowering ally. Earn those habits, pay that price, change your mindset and your attitude. Yeah, it is tough. I acknowledge that. I know it's hard. And some things that may come easier to me may be harder for you, and vice versa. Some things may be really easy for you that I struggle with. I understand that. But that's no excuse. Just because it's difficult, that gives us no out, no excuse. We go forward anyway. So don't ever say, well, that's just the way I am. That's bogus. Throw that thing out the window. Get it in the trash can where it belongs. You can reshape your life. You can shape your personality, your character. You can recreate every part of your life. You have the power to take every important aspect and characteristic of your life and shape it into greatness. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that exciting? You have the power to become who you want to become. So decide to be really happy, really optimistic, have really great relationships. Guys, I'm not phony. You're not going to hear from me in several months saying, hey, I'm going to come out now. And guess what? Really, honestly, I struggle with depression. My marriage is falling apart, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we're hearing this all over the place. Oh, yeah, I won all those awards, but I was on drugs and steroids. Oh, yeah, hey, have a great marriage. Actually, my marriage just fell apart because I committed adultery. We're getting blah, blah, blah. It's not fake. It's not phony. You can shape a true life. So fill your mind and your soul and your spirit and your body and your whole life with happiness. Feed on it until it becomes a part of you, right? Every morning, get up and read inspiration and motivation and optimism. Remove any negativity and pessimism from your life. Get pessimistic people and news and garbage and junk and movies and music. Get it out of your life, and it'll shape you, it'll change you, and it'll change your nature. And then people will say, well, you're just so naturally happy and optimistic. You're so enthusiastic and energetic. Oh, you're so lucky. Yeah, have you been like that your whole life? I get that all the time. No, I earned this. And you can too. Reach upward. Clearly identify who you want to become and how you want to live, and start making it happen today.